Imagine crushing matter until atoms don't just break, but they literally stop existing. That's exactly what happens inside a neutron star. But calling it a star is slightly misleading because it's not even made of normal matter. It's not even made of normal atoms inside it. It's something else. We'll come to that later in the video. But before we go ahead, if you are new here, hi, I'm Lopa, this is astrophysics, and we talk about the universe here. So do check out my another videos if you are interested in some interesting topics about universe. A neutron star is what's left when a massive star dies in supernova. Gravity is trying to crush everything inwards, and there used to be a pressure when the star was alive that keeps the star from collapsing. Now, that pressure is gone after the supernova. That pressure is called radiation pressure. It's not present anymore. So, why doesn't the neutron star collapse completely in the first place? Because something new takes over. There is another pressure that comes in the picture. It's a quantum effect. The fact that neutrons can't occupy the same state that stops matter being compressed any further and stops the neutron star from collapsing. Now let's start at the surface. Gravity and magnetism here is so extreme that if you just pass near it, it could rip apart your atoms. But that is just the beginning. As you go deeper under the crust, something strange happens. Atoms can't survive this pressure, so electrons inside atoms are forced into the nucleus and they form neutrons, but not through a normal process, through a process called inverse beta decay. And the result, as you know, is neutrons. So now you have a star almost entirely made of neutrons. And it is so dense and so packed together that even a teaspoon of this object would weigh billions of tons. But here's where it gets truly bizarre. These neutrons don't behave normally inside. They form a superfluid, a fluid with zero viscosity, a fluid that can flow forever without losing energy. Just think about it. And to put viscosity in perspective, you can think of honey. You can see how hardly it flows. It feels so much resistance. Now this fluid doesn't feel any. It's like zero viscosity. It flows, just flows without any resistance. Now inside the neutron star, this fluid is not going to sit still. Obviously it's going to do something. So what it does is it rotates. And this is a superfluid. So it doesn't rotate like a normal fluid. Its rotation is also quantized. Instead of smoothly spinning, it forms tiny tornado-like structures called quantum vortices, millions of them, each one perfectly defined, each one carrying angular momentum. These vortices are not even random. They connect the crust of the star to the inside through those spinning tiny tornado-like structures. Sometimes these vortices suddenly shift, and when they do, the entire star jogs, and we can detect it here on Earth. We call these pulsar glitches, a sudden jump in a rotation speed. For a moment, a dead star spins faster, but we are still not at the core, because deeper inside, maybe even neutrons can't survive. The pressure becomes so extreme that the neutrons themselves could break apart into quarks, the fundamental building blocks of the matter. And this creates something that we have never directly observed: quark matter. One stranger, quark gluon plasma, something similar that existed just after the Big Bang. At this point, physics starts losing clarity. Our equations still work, but we can't describe what they are exactly trying to say. This is matter pushed beyond the limits of known physics. A neutron star is literally a natural laboratory, testing physics in conditions we cannot recreate on Earth. And that leads to a deeper question. If we can't go there, If we can't survive near it, if we can't send any probes near it, how do we even know that these things exist in the first place? We don't observe neutron stars directly, but we observe their effects. We see pulsars, perfect cosmic clocks, spinning hundreds of times per second, sending beams of radiation across the space. We detect glitches, sudden jumps in their rotation. That's exactly what we expect if a superfluid interior is spinning. We observe gravitational waves when neutron stars collide. That signal carries information about their internal structure. For example, if you tap on any object, you get an idea of what is inside, if it is hollow inside, if it is full inside, just that same idea. Every time we compare these equations with our observations, they match. Even in these kind of places in universe, physics still holds, but barely. And somewhere inside a neutron star, we might already be seeing where it all breaks. If you found this fascinating, go check out my another videos, like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching.